Hey everyone, it's mekklord. Welcome to yet another video. This time I'm going to be playing a budget build of Cosmo, inspired in large part by the yugioh build that he played. I think it was in the battle phase. We played in a tournament recently. It got to top 32 with it, which is pretty admirable considering how the deck is built. And I've tweaked it a bit, removed a couple things, added some other things. I'm gonna be playing it. It's probably the cheapest Cosmo build you're going to be able to make, only gonna cost you about one run of the newest main box. So we're playing one Salamangreat, which is basically our ride or die comrade, considering this is also a searcher that can instantly float if it manages to deal combat damage, which is pretty cool. Two Dark Ladies. I'd say this might be a bit too much. There's a risk that we could brick on those, but I think it's still a good enough monster that it is, worth playing for this reason. 3 Forerunners, which is going to be the boss monster of the deck, untargetable, 20 head, 100 attack, beater. 2 Sleep Riders. I think Geoffrey was playing 3. I think 2 is enough considering we're playing 2 MSTs. 1 Good Witch. Geoffrey was playing 3. I decided to cut it to 1 because Geoffrey was also playing an extra deck that consisted of a couple of rank 4 monsters. I am not. 3 Strawman because, I don't know, he's just a cool guy. I really like Strawman. We can use the monster to brings back to make some link plays, maybe, who knows. 1 Sword Trooper in order to bring back one of our psychic type Cosmo monsters, which can include Dark Lady. So that was a mistake on my part that I forgot to mention in my video review of the archetype. 2 MSTs, 2 Dark Holes, which pair pretty nicely with the archetype, and 3 Cosmogers. I'm not sure why Geoffrey was only on 1 and 1 Dredge. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying that I think Cosmojo is such a good card that you'd be hard-pressed to find reasons to not play the 3. I saw the Duel Links FTP video as well, where he's playing Tin Can, along with all these other names. I like Tin Can, but I don't think it works as well, considering that there's a very high chance that we accidentally mail one of our one-ofs. I guess there's a spot for 1 Tin Can, considering of 1 Dark Lady, 1 Forerunner, and 1 Supplier that we can always search with it. So I don't know, maybe I'll change the deck after a couple of games and see if the Tin can fit. Also, I got to Legend playing, I think, Gookies. So these are going to be against good players, presumably. Yeah. Give me Kaiba first duel of the day. It's cool. I'm going second against Ultimate Dragons, Kaiba. So I'm playing against Blue Eyes, which is a great litmus test for whether or not a deck is good. If it can't beat Blue Eyes, it's probably bad. Probably built poorly. Is this lethal? Hey, future mekklord here. So as I'm editing this video, I just realized that this is in fact lethal. The play is MST the back row, summon Strawman, float into Forerunner from hand, activate Dark Hole to get rid of your own Forerunner, summon Farm Girl or Good Witch, doesn't really matter, attack directly, and then activate the Farmer or Good Witch effect in order to float from the other Forerunner in hand and deal lethal damage. Assuming your opponent doesn't have, Sphere Caribou or something. This is not the play that I went for, but I thought it would be too funny not to mention it in the video, so enjoy. 528. I can Strawman, set this, and battle. One thing that's very important to note is that the float effect of the larger ships is not, in fact, once per turn. So you can float into a psychic type monster and then float again into a larger ship, if that makes sense. Our set MST is not very threatening to our opponents. Maybe I should cut 1 MST to put the Tin Can in, considering I have 2 Slip Riders. I don't think I should cut MST entirely, considering it's our 1 out to secrets. Alt Dragon. Oh, Cosmo Queen! Never mind, I'm an idiot. He sent it. Okay. Cosmo Queen tribute itself It's been a while since I saw Cosmo Queen played in Blue Eyes. It's not really good anymore. Okay, so you did all that to bring a Blue Eyes. Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? World Legacy God Dragon Marta. Okay, that's kind of saucy. I'm gonna MST preemptively. It was Karma Cut, that's what I thought. There was a delay when I had the Strawman, but not anymore when I had the Forerunner. I think objectively, it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm gonna float into a Strawman because I have 3 of these. It's very important that I float into a big ship this time. And with this big ship, I'm gonna float into a Slip Rider. The reason I'm going for Slip Rider is because I'm gonna Dark Hole next turn. And destroying their entire board and mine, but the Slip Rider is going to be able to hit through Dark Hole. Yeah, okay. Slip Rider is going to get me Farm Girl. And even if this wasn't lethal, it would be lethal, because I'd be able to search a big monster with Farm Girl. So yeah, pretty good game. Pretty good game. This went pretty well. Another Kaiba, but a different one this time. This could be Blackwings. Well, nobody's playing this version of Blackwings anymore because of the new skill. Okay, so this is what we call in the biz a very bad hand. Yeah, I'm gonna cut an MST for Tin Can. Yeah, I should have done that before. You're right, game. I should have done that. Actually, I should probably do the math on what the chances are that I open no playables. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 normals, right? On a 24 card list. I have almost an 80% chance to open a normal summon, which means I have an... Oh my god. Which means I have a little over 20% chance to not open a normal. This is very funny that we're both playing untargetable assholes. Also that my MSTs are completely pointless. If I open a normal, I win. Any normal would have been enough to float into Dark Lady and then into Forerunner. Yeah, this is a fat W if I ever saw one. For them, not for me. I get fucked. I can't really do anything here. I'm just gonna let him pop up though, because I do respect AZ Flames. Shout out to my pal Extra Shodi, who recently launched their own YouTube channel, recently. Been around for a while actually. I'm gonna check. Lots of Googling today. Yeah, he's been making videos for 6 months. You should all go subscribe to Extra Shodi. I'm gonna put a link in the description. You should all go subscribe to Extra Shodi. Tell him I sent you, because I got my ass beat by AZ Flames. Playing Cosmo with 2 MSTs instead of a tin can, because I convinced myself that this was the way to go somehow. Immediate change to the deck. I'm gonna remove 1 MST and put a tin can. There we go. This should be better. Also, I didn't talk about the extra deck much, but I don't plan on going into the extra deck much. Link Disciple is there as an out to Ebly. And then there's, you know, Phoenix, Brood Enforcers, these kind of guys. They're there also. That's all you need to know about this extra deck. Is it gonna be a 3rd Kaiba in a row? No, it's Yusaku. Almost say Yusei. Did I just dox Playmaker by calling him Yusaku? Okay, this is looking much better, even though this is essentially the same thing. Unfortunately, my best play here is Strawman Pass, until I can bait one of his removal cards. There's a very high chance that he's playing Salamangreat, and Salamangreat have 0 out to Forerunners. Well, specifically Forerunners, because Forerunner is untargetable. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Set 3 pass. I'm gonna go into Slip Rider this time around, so I can pop this one. What's MST? Sometimes you pick correctly, sometimes you pick the MST that you're never gonna use. I drew the 2nd Strawman, which is very funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. There's a chance that I can lethal there. I haven't done the math. 11... Yeah, it's lethal if he doesn't have anything. Which I presume he has something. Like, one of these 3 sets has to do something, right? Interesting. That she would not do anything. And it's lethal! Yeah! You should not feel bad. You have extra psychic powers. Also, I'm playing Esparopa. There's a lot of stuff I haven't talked about. I'm playing Esparopa because this deck uses psychic types. That's the only reason. Life Point Boost Alpha. It's a pretty cool skill. I don't think it's the best. You can pretty much just play D-Draw. Probably would have helped against this. No, it would not have helped against Daisy Flame because he went first, and then I died. What's up with everyone having, like, Serokaiba display pictures? He's not even the coolest character in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's my hot take. I'm going second against Infernity. So, yep. Yep. Oh, wait, no, I'm going first! Oh, shit! Oh, shit. Okay. There's an argument to... Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna get at Forerunner now. There's an argument for Forerunnering. Forerunnering? Is that even a word? Very early because I did draw the KOZMO. So that means I can potentially banish a card in their graveyard, including the Infernity Archfiend, which they're gonna need. Yep. Interesting. Interesting that you do this. Interesting that you would do this. On the day of my quinceañera, they brought the Necromancer out, which is fine. On res, he's gonna send Archfiend, and this is when I'm gonna activate the Cosmo. Yep. Pop this, banish Archfiend, I'm gonna pop one of the two with the Slip Rider that I'm gonna be able to summon. Oh, maybe I can just Dark Lady instead. Nah, Slip Rider's probably better, right? Oh, and we popped the launcher. Holy shit. Oh, no, you don't have shit, dude. Come on. You can't Slink Climb from there. Yeah! Holy shit, this feels so good winning against Infernity. This deck is based! Another Playmaker player. Hopefully going to end up exactly the same. I was gonna say something supportive of him, but why would I? Okay, the issue there... It's very funny that I opened Strawman Soul Trooper again, considering I have one Soul Trooper. The issue there is that I have the Cosmo, but no real good target for it. It's still probably worth going into the Dark Lady with a set Cosmojo. That's a monster negate and a non-targeting banish. Dark Lady is not gonna float because she is technically a pilot, but I can bring her back next turn with the Soul Troopers. Lady Debug. Do I let that resolve actually? No. That eats up his normal. I'm not sure if he's on Salamangreat or Core Talker yet. But he did use his normal for the Lady Debug, and I don't think he has the necessary follow-up in hand. Oh. This is how I get punished. Interesting, he's playing mekklord Talker. Very interesting. So he's not going to draw any cards though, but I should have been careful about my column placements. This was a mistake. This doesn't bring itself back, so we good. I really should have been careful. Carefuler. Is that even a word? More careful. Soul Trooper and Dark Lady is not lethal, but Soul Trooper into Forerunner is lethal. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna bring back the Dark Lady. I'm gonna go to combat. Punch. Punch. And Soul Trooper. No, I'm not gonna negate my own Soul Trooper game! Imagine clicking yes there. Could have been me though. I could have made that mistake. Whew. Very good. Going second is pretty decent with this deck. Oh, they're on balance. Are they playing fucking Magi Musketeers? This deck can't do shit against me. I played non-targeting Bastards. Yes! Oh, this is awesome, dude. Thank you! Oh, I get to play against the worst deck of all time. That's fantastic. I have double Forerunner too, that's not gonna come up. But it's very funny. Alright, I wanted to activate this and draw just for the flex, but it doesn't really matter. Now the one issue is I can't reliably farm girl, right? Because there's a very high chance that he has the cross dom and or desperado in hand. So I'm gonna have to be really cautious. I'm gonna have to actually go immediately into a Forerunner. He's not going to be able to cross dom the Forerunner. He's not going to be able to do anything to it. So I just get to beat over it. Whereas if I had attacked with the Farm Girl, would have been able to activate cross dom in damage step, and I would have just... Because these can't activate during damage calc, can they? I have to Google this shit. Oh, what's happening in the game? Desperado? Okay, Desperado is his own Starfire, but making it unaffected, which was a good move. It was a good move. I'm still gonna punch it, I don't care about... No, he doesn't have D-Draw, I'm an idiot to use balance. It cannot be activated during damage step, that's what I thought, so I would not have been able to tag out Farm Girl in damage for a Forerunner, which is a shame. Also, I banished it. There's pretty much no way for me to retrieve it now. But you got to do what you got to do. This guy can't do anything to out anything. Because anything is a Forerunner. And Forerunner is big. I'm not gonna shotgun the Cosmo because if I do, I lose my win con basically. Desperado. Interesting. When you have to Desperado your own guy. What's he gonna get? Crossdom. Oh no! Friend. Oh, I feel bad for you. Yeah!
How about that, magical musket players? Your deck can't even beat Cosmo!
Alright, this is pretty much a great point to end this video. I think it's gonna be a bit shorter than usual, but it did really showcase some very fun games. I really like this deck. I think this deck, well, probably could benefit from playing 3 Farm Girls instead of the 3 Straw Men. Like, it's genuinely just better to have a Farm Girl than the Straw Man, right? Other than that, I think it's a really cool, fun, and incredibly playable deck for something that's basically just going to cost you 1 run of the newest main box. I really like Cosmo. Maybe I should try to cog with it. So, yeah, shoutouts to Geoffrey for, you know, taking this, well, a version of this deck to a tournament. Shout out to Duel Links Free-to-Play for also working on iterations of this deck. He was on the right track with playing 3 Cosmojos, by the way. I think the idea of playing 2 Dark Ladies came from him as well, which works better considering Tin Can. And shoutouts to Extra Shodi for that AC Flame Games, and shout out to you guys for being incredibly supportive and great people, and I love you all. And I will see you guys next time with some other really cool stuff. Bye bye!